Well, this is me. I was living the life, teaching, and doing as much as I could. Even from a young age, having some struggles didn't prepare me. Flying through life, enjoying all the aspects, all the different jobs, and activities. Keep pushing and loving to do things with my body and enjoy creating, worshiping God. I thought I was in the right direction. My family, the love of my life. I didn't realize I was heading down a slope. Though it was beautiful. The speed became unbearable. The edge I didn't even know was coming. The stroke hit me and took away everything that I thought was not going anywhere. And my brain had more problems than I ever knew.
One from about 8 days later. Same orientation. This is your ears. This is your nose. Laying, looking up, looking from below. See how much bigger it is. Wow. And not only is it bigger, but it's extended. It's gone up further. So you see that. So it ends pretty quickly here and here. It goes all the way up. Wow. Now, my suspicion is that this is part of it as well. You had a little bit here, and then nothing here in between, and then here. So 2 parts of it. And then subsequently, it just extended so that it became continuous between here and then all the way up. Right? Now, I'm not sure. I looked at it with the radiologist. They have better equipment down there, so we're not sure if we're seeing something here too. You see that? Something kind of not new, not old, probably somewhere in between, maybe the last few weeks, probably silent. And what I mean by you've had some silent stuff is if you take a look at this one, you've had stuff that you didn't have any symptoms that are there. See that? Yeah. That's in the cerebellum. That's dizziness and unsteady gait. Basically, it's for coordination. And then, you see this dot here? Same. So theoretically, it should look like this. Right? There's that dot there, so it's silent. Meaning you had it in the past. It's not new. And then you see this here. And you see this, which is new. This is that original stroke that we talked about that got bigger. Yeah. But you also see that this, and this, going back down, and this are there. Right? And they're the same color as this. Right? Right? So those are probably old. This one here, you see this one here? Yeah. Wow. And this one here. And then this one here, the one that I talked about, that's probably the last few months or so. And then these little dots here, this is unusual. Okay? See that and that? So a little unusual, okay?
But is it on both sides of the brain?
Well, it is on both sides. It's not symmetric, meaning it's not on this, but it's down here. But it's here. Now, if your brain was 60 years old, I would say these dots, here, 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 this, these, that's normal. The problem is your brain is 60 years old. You accumulate this with time, usually because of high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes.
What have you? Seeing the clouds go by as I waited to find out what's next. I had a chance to go to rehab, and they worked with me to help me be able to walk again. It was hard work. Some of the most painful work that I've done in my life.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. He's lifting his leg. Yes, praise the Lord.
It's hard to describe the emotions felt. Of course, there are many tears and questions. Not knowing what the future holds.
You just get better. That's all you need to worry about right now, okay?
Okay, I'm trying.
Okay.
It's tough because my ankle doesn't want to work.
Your ankle?
Yeah,
Your,
so
your,
I-
leg, your,
I
leg,
have-
your leg works?
Well, I have some movement in my legs, not the right type of movement in my ankle that allows me to walk. You know,
Okay.
so that's why I have this brace on.
But you can use your foot though. You can't. You can't use
My hands is
your hand. Can you feel it?
Oh, yeah.
You can feel. You just can't
I
move.
feel everything.
You just.
Put the motor. Put the motor in. Oh, I was tired. Now he's going to get another exercise to help stimulate that brain. Well, yeah, kind of twofold.
Yeah.
My membership is at St. Helena, but I've been working as the worship pastor at the Haven.
Oh, okay.
So
Got it.
I go up there and I lead worship every Saturday, and that's mostly where I go.
There's the Haven.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But my wife, the Sabbath school for the St. Helena.
Got it. So before we turn this on, let me see you straighten this up today. Okay, it's a lot better than yesterday.
It's tired.
It fatigues really quick, doesn't it?
It does. It's like, get over there, like, okay.
Yeah. Yep. That hurt?
No.
Go ahead and
They taped my foot on the bike because I couldn't keep it on the pedal at this time. But all these exercises were giving me a bit of hope that things could get better. The stretches were showing me that I still had feeling, and I could get stronger, which was so nice. The many nights that I had feeling the pain and the loss, not realizing that I was grieving. It was nice to spend time in the Zen garden. I would rest, listening to the water. It was peaceful. I needed that time. Standing up was a chore, and right here I was kind of standing on my own for one of the first time. It felt so good being cooped up.
At least you can stand on it for a length of time there. That's good.
It felt so nice. I was tired of sitting in a wheelchair, just really wishing I could walk, you know? But the exercises were working. And near the end of my stay, I started walking much better. And my hopes were up. I was excited because I got to be discharged and go home. Leaving the facility though, I wondered, what am I gonna do? All these new conditions, sleep apnea, all the medications I have to take, was a bit overwhelming. This video will give you a perspective of what it's been like for me over the past year. I hope you can appreciate seeing how I handle the different activities. Everything changing, not knowing how to handle it emotionally, physically, spiritually. But I had to think about, am I gonna let this stroke stop me? Or am I gonna try my best and do what I could every single day? I decided to say, all right, I'm going for it. I'm gonna give it the best that I got. Okay, getting ready for bed. Have to take off my AFO.
So there goes my shoe. Have to pull this up. And I can take my AFO off. Get that all set, and to get my Swedish knee cage in the right spot. Okay, and then place this in a good spot to get it tomorrow morning. It's such a pain to deal with, but hey, it helps me walk. Alright. My pump failed on me, so I gotta change it, and everybody's asleep, so I gotta figure to do it on my own. Have to kneel on the bed frame. Have to get this. Have to tell it this is the phone, no active pod, and set up a new pod. Tells me to go ahead and put insulin in, so I'm going to put 150 units into this syringe. Have to use both hands to be able to do this. And this will load 60 units at a time. And I can put that in here. Okay, there's 60. Oh, man. So hard. Get 40 more. See, I'm opening my mouth. What I found is using my right hand causes me to open my mouth. It's not voluntary. So here we are at 100 units. It will be a little bit more. Because I have to get the bubbles out. Okay, and I can load that into the pump, and you'll hear a beep, which means it's activated the battery. Okay, I need 50 more units. Now we're ready. really hard to hold this thing. Oh man, I'm gonna have to. Says I'm 46. Well, I know there's more insulin than 46. I will have to take the 46 and say, hey, you owe me some more. This tells me that I am almost to 50. So if I hold it in this hand and I use my other hand to draw out the last little bit, alright, that's such a dry. So the last of that insulin. Let's see if I can put that in. So that's 60. So I'll put in 160, which is more than I need, but don't want to waste it. We'll see here. And that's done. Okay. Now I can say I'm ready to prime. So now it's communicating with Pod, and it will tell me. There it goes. Hear the clicking. The clicking means it's ready. I've already cleaned my arm. I'm gonna attempt. See if we can put the pod here without dropping it. Oh, this is risky. Risky. Okay. Oh, worried about this. But this is the life of a diabetic. My pump. And I'm going to attempt to put this on my arm. I'm worried about this. Okay, here we go. If I drop it, well, I'm gonna have to get a new one. Take out the old insulin and put it in a new one. Oh gosh. Oh, how can I do so stiff. Let's see if I can bend it. Take my arm out. Oh, shoot. It's ripping my shirt. Was scary. Okay. Alright, now we'll start it up. Now we're confirmed. And it's gonna start. Ouch. It's just been inserted. And asking, is it ready? Yes, it is. Whew. That was close. I thought I could have dropped you, but I didn't. Yeah. Press that down. Okay. Man, now I can take some medication. All right. Well, going out and had to change my shoes. So new new shoe. This is me putting in my AFO. Kind of difficult. But hey, once again, gotta take on the challenge. I'm a little concerned. I left these out in the sun. Man, it's black. Like 5 million degrees. Alright, let's see if I can get this on without. Ooh wee, that's hot. Okay. Let's see if I can get it on. Ugh. Once again, use, ouch, the AFO as a shoehorn. I'm wearing thinner socks. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Tuck this shoelace in. Guess it's good that it's 100 degrees out here. It all dried up from washing the car. Oh, they put on my device. It's kind of warm. go. All right. Try to practice at least holding something every time I come out the house or walking around. Okay. Gotta make sure I have my mask. Okay. Here's getting into the van. It's nice to have the keyless entry. Just have the keys in my pocket. Makes it way easier to get in. Move with the seat back. Mechanical seats are so helpful. Push button start. Oh, that's the best. Not that I can't turn it on, but you can probably see in the other videos how much more difficult it is. So hopefully you can watch my foot. Get this air on. Man, it's hot. 105 outside. Oh, it's nice to have a backup camera. I don't have to turn around. I can still, of course, use all my mirrors, but the backup camera is a plus. Okay, get this into drive. I do shift with my left in here because you gotta press the button to move the shifter, and I'm not able to do that with my right hand. But bar none, an automatic car is much easier to drive than my stick shift. So we'll see. Might even give my Jeep a try, which will be super challenge because the clutch, oh man, it's like pressing weights to get it to work. The shifter, of course everything's different. It's up higher, I still love my Jeep. Oh, it's 108. It's just gone up in temperature. Hot stuff. Okay, just stopped. Emergency brake on. Park. It's nice to be in the handicap spot. Gotta put on my mask. Go in the store. One-handed move. Not able to really reach up by my ears. Put on my mask effectively, but here we are. Always turn my wheel so that the big portion is open, then I can reach through. On the other cars, I can turn the key. In here, I can push the button. I know that sometimes, like other people, if they drive my car, they might leave it. Then I have to reach around, and it makes it really hard. So I always leave it like this so I can reach through and do what I need to do. Alright, let's go shopping. I reposition my weak leg and turn my body so that I can head out. Pushing the door wide open. Leading with my left leg. And then on my right. Oh, there it is. Okay, in the shopping cart, I like to use helps me get my groceries. Let's go see if we can find some popsicles are nice. Let's see if they're not all bought up. Let's see what's left. There's not much left here. No sugar added. Is there a 17-pound bag in there? Or 20 pound?
20-pound bag, yeah.
Can I have one, please? That's helpful. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. Got my food. Okay, now see if we can get to the car. So helpful. Okay. Alright. Okay. Ooh. Yes. I'm doing okay, buddy. Just trying to get my ice in the car and my ice cream back to the freezer. Here we are. Getting my gear. Yeah. Alright, mag doors are a lifesaver. Alright, move around. And I can go replace this. Okay. Turn it off. Just got back. Gotta move stuff into the freezer. Big freezer. It's cold. Really cold. Okay, 14 gallons. Let me get myself ready to fill this guy. And then I have to, so hard. Let's see. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. Yeah. Gas in my eyeball. Okay. Let me get this right here. Put this out of here. Let me get this. Push. Ugh. See if I can get my 5 gallons. Alright. Get that off. And put that back. Okay. Whew. Alright. Let's get this back on. Get this inside. Make sure that's on. Give a little tip. No leakage. Good. 5 gallons is heavy. That. See, bottle. Arm is pretty tired today, so I am shifting with my left. Okay. Make sure it's really hard to turn around. Oh, there's a car right there. There's a car coming. Gotta watch out. No bumper cars today. Okay. Let's see if we can shift a little bit with my weak arm. Just glad this middle armrest sticks out. It allows me to keep my hand on the shifter, not have to worry about weight bearing. I like going to lights because you get the right of way when it's on. You don't have to think so hard at the corner. Today it's a little harder to open up my hand, but seems to be doing okay. The baclofen has helped a lot so that I can actually stretch my arm out. That was difficult. Oh, get up. Green light. Can I make it through? Yeah, you did. Woo. All right. Turn is coming up here. Let's see if we can get it. Man, that's hard to shift. It's the angle of the shifter to my hand. It makes it real difficult. My fingers aren't very flexible right now, so probably tell I'm leading with my shoulder. Man, it's hard. And every time I do shift, it takes quite a bit of processing power, so I have to be aware of where cars are and things a little more, because reaction time is a little slower. Not that I couldn't, and but I'll make sure everything's good. Okay. We're in neutral. Here we are. Alright. Physical therapy. Last one. Okay. Leaving physical therapy. Needing to get myself organized. Okay. I'm gonna try. It's hard to straighten my arm to shift. There we go. Takes quite a bit of processing. Focus to shift, and you don't realize how much you think about, or you do things by default, but when your arm doesn't work, you gotta think about all this stuff. Man, it's hard work. So I'm shifting with my right hand, and that takes an incredible focus. If I just shift with my left, there is, it's much more, I guess, it's much easier, I should say, to do. So the AFO has been a lifesaver for me because it's spring loaded for my foot drop, which is great because when I press my foot forward and then need my toe to come up, well, spring loaded AFO, it really helps. And that's good for doing the gas and the brake. So I think it would be more difficult at my level of recovery to drive without the AFO, but I could do it, but I'm glad to have it. So as you can see, I don't really move my right hand. It's just easier to keep it on, and I will do, subtle adjustments to keep it working. In the beginning when driving, I did stall it a couple times. That was, panic sets in because I'm wondering, like, oh, how do I start the car again? When the steering wheel is not in the right spot, shifting with my left, and you'll see things can be done a little easier, and my right hand will stay neutral. And this is the way that I drive most of the time. I especially use my right hand when there's not a lot going on and I don't have to pay attention so much. There's a straightaway coming up that I will actually drive with both hands on the wheel, and that is, that happens when it's a straight shot. Turning with my right hand is, the flexibility is not there, so I'm not able to do that. Pretty frustrating, but straightaways allow me to actually relax just a little bit. A lot of wobble on the camera. And I do drive with my left knee. It helps stabilize the wheel at certain times, as you will see. Shifting, I'm able to downshift, hit the brake, and then be able to go ahead and finish up. If I have to make an adjustment on the radio or the dial, I'll hit my knee up here to stabilize while I do that. There we go. Trying to get my hand up there, and it makes it difficult because my arm won't relax. But once it gets on the wheel, it straightens out okay, But then we got this going on. Have to take my arm off, downshift, and there we are. use my left foot to I guess as support, readjust my body position in the seat, to push myself up to be at a better angle for pushing on the pedals or shifting. Yeah. That's what you do. It's tiring. See if I can do some of these turns. Yay. It's quite difficult. I'm using, mostly my left hand and arm to direct the wheel, of course, and just holding on with my right, but as long as it's not too sharp of a corner, I can do it. So you need to shift, but I'm gonna slow down here anyway, so I'll just keep it in third. And get ready to remove my hand so I can downshift and get ready to make a left hand turn. Here we are. Hand off, hit neutral, and put on the brake. Downshift. Watching for these cars to book it down the hill. There we are. Got some cars creeping up on me. Okay. Downshift. Oh, there goes my telephone. Merge left. See if I can. So hard to. I wish I could just straighten my arm out. it's not until I get in a position to hold on that I can just use my body weight to pull back and straighten my arm. Let's see if we can get through the next section without having to downshift. We'll see. Yay, made it through more corners. So I can tell there's been an improvement from, a couple weeks ago, because I was not able to hold on through those corners before. Yay! Every day, a little better, every day. Keep trucking. This, I readjust my body using my left foot to push myself up into the seat so I can have my right foot ready to put on the brake. Put on cruise control. Makes it nice. Someone in the crosswalk. What's that? There we go. Downshift. Let's see if I can. Oh man, that was hard. My pinky. Oh, shoot. Here we go. See, I almost stalled it. I had to move from second to first, and there's a car behind me, and man, I had to just go ahead and use my left hand instead. But that's kind of the way it goes nowadays. Let's see, alright. Here comes the sharp corner. Let's see if I can hold on. We'll see. Ah, that's hard. Yeah. Oh man. I was barely able to hold on with my right hand to keep it on the wheel. Wanted to pop off, but I made it. I will have to let go down here because it's a right hand turn. Downshift. So, come down here and backing up it's a little more difficult because I have to balance acceleration pedal with the clutch while watching my mirrors. So that's always been an interesting challenge. Okay, made it back. Oh, we're in neutral. Keys in the right place. And off you go. Whew. Yeah. That is. Alright. Oh. Oh, yeah? Yeah, sitting here waiting to finish picking elderberry. Just some thoughts about struggling. I'm glad I have my AFO and Swedish knee cage to help stabilize my weak side. But it is super frustrating to want to be able to do something and you can't easily. You struggle. Every step is a struggle. Every move is a struggle. Everything you want to do takes serious effort. I'm having a hard time with that. See the fruit right in front of you. You know how sweet it is. But to even reach it requires dealing with discomfort. And that's what this stroke has really pointed to about life to me. Discomfort is a part of the process of living. And what you do with that discomfort, do you let it stop you? Or do you let it concentrate your effort to understand how grateful you will be once you reach the berry? How grateful you can be you've accomplished the goal. I mean, I didn't think I could get in here. Still kind of amazed at being able to come through all of this. I'll take my phone out. But, you know, wasn't an instant process, but coming through all of that, I mean, it looked like that before, and I was able to step by step with pain. I knew it was gonna be hard. I didn't know how hard though. And you know, almost didn't want to try for the sheer fact that, hey, could attempt to wash some dishes. So, right, what I have to do is keep things semi-organized in a way that allows me to handle getting dishes washed. Some soapy water. Silverware in there. It's really hard to do the dishes. My right hand doesn't want to do things. I've dropped many a dish, broken dishes. Kind of makes me feel like I don't want to try washing anymore. You know, makes you kind of want to give up the ghost. Kind of wish there was like some mechanical thing that could kind of work as an extra hand to hold things, hold dishes, you know, make it a little easier to, you know, do this cleaning thing. And like usual, my right hand just kind of hangs out. I can place things into my hand and close my fingers and, you know. So what I've done in the past, I used to have a couple of towels here. I place a towel up here on the top so that I could actually hold it with my right hand. You kind of do that with this. The towel helps it so it doesn't slip and, you know, get soap on both sides. I can do that. Put that in my hands here, and I can create resistance to hold the item to be washed, but I'm not really able to, you know, scrub. This is hard. See, my thumb doesn't want to have to place my hand on there. Not able to open my fingers, but I can let it slide around the cup. This. And like I've told my friend, when I start to use my right hand, it really hinders my ability to speak, which is very frustrating. When you're trying to use both hands, you can see my hand's locked. It holds this pretty well in one place so I can wash it. So that's kind of how things have to go when washing items. Just use my hand like a glove. Just slip whatever I'm gonna wash on my fingers. Position my thumb in a way that I can hold on to it without dropping. Because I have broke some dishes, as you can imagine. And it's just frustrating. Oh, gosh. See? Like that. I found out my left hand, I write with my left hand, brush my teeth with my left hand, but I think I was actually right hand dominant, because now all the stuff I do with my right hand, my left hand, super clumsy. I'm dropping stuff left and right with my good hand. And it stinks that I actually have trigger thumb, so my thumb doesn't even won't flex. Like this one, I can bend it back like that. This guy, it just stays like a rock. See, I'm trying to bend it right now, and it stays straight. And it's really tender inside my hand right there. So that's another issue I have. My good hand has a lot of pain. At the same time, my bad hand just won't cooperate. So it's kind of frustrating on many levels. I used to play guitar, used to play the piano. I can't do any of that now. It's discouraging. And try to find the bright side, and that's hard to do. But one dish at a time, as we get through it. I'm not having much issue with standing. I don't have my AFO on, but I do have my Swedish knee cage. It just helps with stability. And this is something else I do. I can use the middle of the sink and turn the sharp item in a way that I can wipe safely and get things ready to be rinsed off. But okay, gotta say, standing up for a considerable time washing dishes, I do have quite a bit of back pain. I usually have shoulder pain too, right side dominant, pain-wise. Just because my muscle weakness doesn't keep my shoulder in a good spot for being comfortable. Just fatigued. So this is one of the daily activities that I try to do. It hasn't been an everyday thing for me, just because dealing with all of the hubbub of evacuation and whatnot. I have a hard time with stress now. I'm a teacher, but handling exorbitant amounts of stress, not able to do it like I used to, and I want to just disappear. I want to remove myself from the stress, and of course that doesn't help around the house because, you know, got 2 boys and my wife, and would really like to be helpful, but so I'm not able to at times. Healing with my brain has changed. My patience level has decreased. Anxiety level has increased. Or I should say sensitivity to things. So here, I'll try to wash with my right hand, and I've done this too, or I hold it out and I use my left hand to rub the item. When I have a little more patience for washing dishes. Other than that, it's like I avoid the process. Coming up on 11 months for me about for recovery. My stroke was near the end of October. I think, yeah. Well, middle. I went into the hospital the 18th, I believe. And then that's where life changed forever. That's kind of frustrating for me. I never used to drop stuff. I'm in the sink. All that water can go where go down the drain. But I've had problems where I've been in a spot where water shouldn't be. And, you know, my hand knocking stuff off. And spilling stuff on the floor. Making more mess. When I don't want to make a mess at all. I don't know, man. Having this having a stroke has really made me feel like a burden. Towards for those around me. I guess I was a person that did not like to ask for help. Wasn't my choice. Wasn't my choice to be helpless. That's what you feel like when you used to, do whatever you want. Have a struggle. Everything is a struggle. Putting on shoes, just getting up in the morning, just taking a shower. It's just either cold water feels nice on my hand though. I'm kind of swollen right now. Feel stiff, like most days, and my thumb is always curling, spasticity. Really annoying. That always gets in the way. Like when I try to put on gloves or something, can't do it. Because my hands like resist movement. Does not agree with it. So one of those things that I have to face every day. Wake up in the morning, hope that some more healing happened overnight. Next thing you know, you still got your spasticity problem. Okay. See how easy that is with my left hand, with my right hand. No flexibility. And I really have to turn my body around. Really try to. Yeah, see, only able to. that part done. I'm exhausted. Crazy.
This is a labor of love. Twisting my hair. You can see my hair is quite long, and to get the moisturizer in the roots and retwist it, it's something that takes hours and hours, but you know, it's good therapy. That's the way I had to look at it. Good therapy. At this point, I kind of wondered if I had made a bad decision to go down this trail. This was just the beginning of the challenge of going down the rocky creek. Had to make up my mind. What was I gonna do? I'm not one to give up, so I said, I'm gonna push on. Even if it kills me. You will notice that I take slow steps, as it's hard to tell that each step down is a foot or more, and the rocks are unstable and uneven, and I run a big risk of falling. Throughout this whole video section, you'll see my right hand. It doesn't even open. It just kind of stays there, bobbing back and forth. And I have to be honest, it worried me because if I fell, I'd have only one hand to support my fall. You can see I wear knee pads, that helps. It's just taking some time to figure out how to get down safely. Are they working for you? Okay. Man, it's windy down here. Well, we're here, so. What? Yeah.
We just had the ones that were like those things you put on the rings of, Wow! That's windy! Wow! I was standing on one foot.
Yeah.
That's bad wind right there.
Yeah, it's a lot of wind, man. Don't push rocks, please. Oh, wow. Whoa. That's a big drop, though. Well, if I fall on my bottom right here, it's just right here. I'm trying not to. Trust me. Are they down on the beach? Are they down on the beach? Okay. Yeah, I fell on my bottom. Yeah. Well, I didn't fall on my backpack, I fell on my bottom. Try it.
Yeah, I'm trying to tighten up my
Your knee pads?
yeah, 'cause it keeps falling down, and yeah,
Man, it's getting windy.
yeah, I wish I didn't have a stroke too, buddy.
Then if we went to the beach, it wouldn't be so hard.
Right?
Ouch.
But we're having a challenge.
This is, you know why I like this place? It's a
Challenge.
good exercise for when you get older and you still have a week on. This would be weight.
No, well, it's a challenge, but we're on the challenge. All right.
Now I need to get down. Whoa.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can get my hand up here. Get some leverage to pull myself up. Woo-wee.
Got it? It's hard climbing.
If you watch my little guy go down, you can see
Hey, Elliot, go slow, buddy, please.
kind of how precarious it is to move through here. And each step is a calculated placement of my hiking pole and my feet and my balance. You might wonder why I'm not using 2 hiking poles. Well, having something else in my right hand would actually hinder me from stepping without falling. Keeping balance here, I had to take pauses to think, what's my next step? Where can I place myself in a way I'm not gonna fall? You can't see from the camera angle, but it's a big drop. If you notice off in the distance to the right of the picture, you can see a small person way down there. And I kept thinking to myself, okay, how can I get there without hurting myself? Well, using my hiking pole for a way to test where I can step, to lean on it, and hope for the best. And it worked.
these rocks aren't wet. Man. Okay. That is where I came from. It's gonna be a beast getting out of here. Okay. Physical therapy to the max. To the max! Thank God. Write it down. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous. This is the place. Let's see if we can make a shelter of some sort out of them sticks. slowly.
Getting ready to go back up the trail, I was looking ahead and thinking, wow, it was hard going down, but going back up, this is gonna be so hard. I didn't think my legs were strong enough to be able to take these big steps. Well, I wasn't gonna give up now. I told myself, we gotta try. We have to push hard and try.
I'm still alive. Just going slow. Slow and steady.
Walking up and just only having the right side not functioning was so awkward. I didn't want to fall because my hand on the right side, as you can see, was doing nothing but just hanging out. My balance was very awkward through these rocks. As I'm going up, I'm really trying not to fall backwards. Because if I do, all I can do is reach out with my left hand. You can see this is the big step. Placing my pole up there. And other times in the video, you'll see I lay my pole down for the sheer reason that I need to use my left hand to either pull myself or, stabilize so I can take a step. Very exhausting. At this point, I was nervous that I would actually fall backwards.
Leaning forward.
Yes, I had to lean, immensely lean, so I didn't crash. Looking back, seeing the beautiful view of where I'd come from, was in awe. It gave me energy to keep moving. I knew I just had to keep going up. The view of the top kept drawing me. Take another step. And I did. step was like a mini victory. I had an internal celebration while grunting. Elliot, listen to Monka. And breathing hard because I was tired. But I was still moving. Now we'll keep moving. I'll keep climbing to get to the top of my next goal. I know my journey is just beginning, but there will be more celebrations.
Oh, hallelujah.
Yes, it feels good to accomplish a goal. I want to keep going in a direction that's positive. This truck has tried to take me down, but I will not let it stop me from being the person God made me to be. It slowed me down, but it's not going to keep me down. My path is up. I'm grateful for the views I've had so far and look forward to the next ones. Yes, it's a choice, and I have chosen. The end of October 2019, my life changed. It seemed like all of life's blessings, teaching, leading worship, playing music, being a useful father and husband were ripped away from me. In the middle of a Thursday night, while sleeping, I had a CVA. A blood clot formed at the base of my basal ganglia, shutting down the right side of my body. In a split second, the stroke made me like a toddler again, helpless, scared, confused, wondering what to do. I went to acute rehab for nearly a month, relearning how to speak, swallow, walk, and to begin to use my right side again. This was not the plans I had for my life. Without warning, I was placed back at square one, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. I felt betrayed, lost, crushed. I needed help. Help came though. What I realize now, 9.5 months later, is that my daddy, Jesus, had a plan. What I didn't realize then, but do now, is that the God who made everything has a living connection with every one of you that I have ever met. Even if you've just heard of my condition, prayer is the conduit of instant connection with God, with each other. My heart is grateful for you. Yes, you. So many of you that prayed for me and still do know that your prayers changed the physical, emotional, and spiritual parts of me. I know the power of unified prayer works. I am the proof of that, speaking in front of you now. Broken in a way I could not fix myself, not even being able to pray. My ego was stripped so I could embrace God's glory. You became the voice when I had none, my heart when it was numb, the face of God when darkness surrounded me.
Thank you. My journey is far from over. Though I've come a long way, I am still riding waves of sleepless nights, depression, pain, and frustration of not feeling useful because of my new condition. I'm trying to accept the reality that I may never know why. Medically, it's okay. But spiritually, my struggle is revealing a beautiful story that each of you had a part in. Your prayers are working. Your voice, thoughts, and selfless cries, I believe, stirred God to embrace my brokenness, to reveal He is alive and does miracles to restore the broken. I've chosen to be open to His process of restoration. God gave me this song chosen to highlight what an encounter with Christ is all about, dealing with life. Originally written just to be a creative supplement with our Bible curriculum at school, God had more in store with His message of love within the song. See, there is beauty in our struggles, our pain, and uncertainty tries to veil the eternal truth about Him, about where our paradigm should focus. Oh, how He loves you and me. We must choose to look to that truth in Jesus. He chose me to bear this cup as He has chosen you to bear yours. I, like you, must choose to remember He will never leave us or forsake us. I believe every endured sacrifice will show you and the world the miracles God still does, and that you still believe He loves you beyond eternity.
You were rejected, but gave your heart. Now we're connected, so your love can start to reconcile my brokenness and lead me back to you. We are chosen to lift you high. We are royal within your eyes. You have called us to love like you and build the light that leads. For we are chosen to be a light, to leave the darkness. You give us sight, see your arms around our dreams and blessings made from you. For you called us all by name, for purpose without shame, to glorify your Father who is ours. And we say we are chosen to lift you high. We are royal within your eyes. You have called us to love like you and build a light that leads. Oh, we are chosen to be your hands. Through grace and love we will understand the reason for the sacrifice and why you died for me. So I'll give you praise all my days, no matter what comes my way. You are my King with the ring, your sovereign hand beckons me. Oh, I will give you praise all my days, no matter what comes my way. Oh, you are my King with the ring, your sovereign hand beckons me. Said I'm chosen to lift you high within my that you came down here to save